Salty's Secret. Sodor has two harbours on the island, at Knapford and Tidmouth, but over the years more goods by ship have been coming to the island and the harbours have been overcrowded, so a new dockyard was built at Brendam. After years of hard work, Brendam Docks was finished, and Sir Topham Hatt decided that a new engine was needed to help with the shunting in the new dock. After getting in touch with contacts at Southampton Docks, he found out about BR Class 07 diesel that had been withdrawn, so he bought him and had him come to Sodor. His name is Salty, the Dockyard Diesel. He was painted BR blue and had the number D2991 on his cab. He loves to tell tales of the sea. We heaved until the old freighter finally caught a tide. It's good to be useful. Salty is excited about coming to the island of Sodor. Islands are surrounded by the sea. Salty loves the sea. Soon Salty arrived at Wellsworth Station. The fat controller was waiting for him. "Ahoy, Captain!" cried Salty. "Salty, pride of the seven seas, here and ready to work." "That's a good engine. You'll be trialled first at Farquhar Quarry." Salty was confused. "Our quarry?" he cried. "There must be some mistake. I'm a Dockyard Diesel." "It's just for your trial," said Sir Topham Hatt, and he explained that his help was needed to complete an important job. Salty was sad that he wouldn't be working by the sea, but he knew what it meant to be a really useful engine, and he set off to the quarry. Soon he arrived and met Thomas and Percy in the sidings. "Ahoy, mateys!" shouted Salty. "I'm a new diesel and I'm here to give you some help." Thomas and Percy didn't think they needed any help, especially from a diesel. Then a small black diesel rolled up. She had cowcatchers, side plates, and D4 written on her cap. "Welcome to Farquhar Quarry," Navis said proudly. Salty looked all around. Everywhere he looked he saw nothing but rocks. "I wish I was at the docks," said Salty. "I've worked in one for years. Never in a quarry." "You're a quarry diesel now," Navis said, and she explained their jobs. "You and me will shunt the trucks and fill them up with stone, while Thomas and Percy takes the full trucks down to the old harbour." Salty was still upset about not working at the docks, but he still set to work at once. Well," he said, "at least there be trucks." "You better mind them," said Mavis. "They can be a bother." "He won't last 5 minutes," said Thomas. "Those trucks will trim up soon enough," said Percy. But to Thomas and Percy's surprise, the truck seemed to give Salty no trouble at all. "Yo ho ho on a bucket of prawns, da spins," sang Salty. "And the captain yawns," sang the trucks. Thanks to Salty, the quarry's important job was almost done. Thomas and Percy were surprised and a little jealous. That night Thomas and Percy stayed at the quarry with Mavis, when they saw Salty leaving his sidings. "Here comes Mr. Show-Off," grouched Percy. "You have to admit he's got a knack with those trucks," said Navis. "Driver says he'll bore the boat off us with his stories," huffed Thomas. But Salty didn't say a word. He didn't come near the shed. Mavis was worried. She rolled alongside and asked him what he was doing on his own. "Oh, I thought I might catch a bit of sea breeze." "You really do miss the sea, don't you?" asked Mavis. "Aye," said Salty, "I do." But Salty knew the quarry work was important. The next day he tried to teach Thomas and Percy his secret with the trucks. "I like working to a musical rhythm," he said, "and so do the trucks. Why don't you give it a try, me hearties?" "Here we go, here we go, here we go," sang Thomas and Percy. "No we don't, no we don't, no we don't," sang the trucks. But try as they might, Thomas and Percy could not move the trucks the way Salty could. Later that day, Sir Topham Hatt came to the quarry. He was surprised to see the job had been completed. "Well done," said Sir Topham Hatt. "It was Salty," said Mavis. "We couldn't have done it without him." "I can't take all the credit," said Salty. Navis was great help too. So were Thomas and Percy. I'm pleased at your hard work, Salty. You'll be perfect for Brendam Docks. The docks! Salty exclaimed. The docks are by the sea. Oh, thank you, sir. So, Salty and Navis, I've decided to reward you both. You'll both head to the works for a new coat of paint. Oh, thank you, sir, said Mavis. This reminds me of a time in Bimini, and Salty was telling stories again. Soon Salty and Navis set off to the works. He couldn't wait to work at Brendam Docks and be really useful, and he decided to only tell the trucks his secret from now on.